Have you ever searched for something and wondered about those ads right at the top of the page? Well, you're not alone. Today, we are pulling back the curtain on one of the most powerful tools in digital marketing, pay-per-click, or PPC. Let's dive in and see what all the fuss is about. To get a sense of just how big this is, let's start with a number. Globally, companies spend over $190 billion on PPC ads every single year. That is a staggering amount of money, and it tells you just how crucial this strategy is for anyone trying to make a splash online. So, what on earth is behind that massive number? You might be surprised to hear that at its core, the whole thing is actually a pretty simple and elegant idea. Let's break it down. At its heart, PPC is exactly what it sounds like. It's a straightforward deal. An advertiser pays a fee, but, and this is the key part, only when someone actually clicks on their ad. You're not paying for people to see it. You're only paying when they take an action. Simple as that. Think of it this way. You've got two main roads to get traffic from a search engine. You can earn your way to the top through things like SEO, which is powerful but can take a lot of time. Or you can use PPC to essentially buy those visits and jump straight to the front of the line. Okay, so here's where the real magic happens, right behind the scenes. Every single time you type something into a search bar, you unknowingly trigger a hidden, lightning-fast auction that decides which ads you're about to see. And when I say fast, I mean unbelievably fast. In the milliseconds between you hitting enter and the results popping up, the system runs this whole auction. It grabs all the advertiser bids for that keyword, calculates who wins, and boom, displays the top ads, all in the blink of an eye. But here's the secret sauce. It is not just about who has the deepest pockets. See, search engines like Google want to show you the best, most helpful results, not just the priciest ones. So they use something called a quality score. They're looking at how relevant your ad is, how likely people are to click it, and even what your website is like after the click. And this is where it all comes together. Your ad rank, the thing that determines where you show up, is simply your bid amount multiplied by your quality score. Now, this is huge. It means a fantastic, super relevant ad with a high quality score can actually beat out a higher bidder who has a less relevant ad. It's a system that's really designed to reward quality, not just cash. All right, so we get how the auction works. Now for the fun part. Let's open up the toolkit and see where you can actually run these campaigns and what they look like. The two main battlegrounds are search engines and social media. Google Ads is, the 800-pound gorilla. It's perfect for capturing people who are actively searching for something specific right now. On the flip side, you have social media ads on places like Facebook or LinkedIn. These are amazing for targeting people based on who they are, their interests, their job, their hobbies. And the variety of ads is incredible. You've got the classic text ads in search, right? But then you have visual display ads that can follow you around the web, shopping ads that put your product right there with a picture and a price, and even video ads on YouTube. Plus, remarketing, which lets you show ads specifically to people who've already visited your site. There's a tool for pretty much any goal you can think of. Okay, so we've got the theory down, but how does this all come together to form a winning strategy? Let's talk about why so many businesses swear by PPC, and, more importantly, how they even know if it's working. The appeal of PPC really boils down to four amazing things. First, you get instant visibility. We're talking hours, not months. Second, the targeting is incredibly precise. Third, everything is measurable, so you know exactly what your return on investment is. And finally, you have total control over your budget, right down to the penny. Success in PPC is a game of numbers. It's all about the data. Advertisers are absolutely obsessed with metrics like click-through rate. That's what percentage of people see your ad and actually click it. They're watching conversion rate to see if those clicks turn into sales. And they're constantly tweaking things based on quality score and cost per click to make sure every single dollar is pulling its weight. So here's the bottom line, the most important takeaway. A great PPC campaign is not about getting the most clicks. It's about getting the right clicks that lead to a profitable action, whether that's a sale, a download, or a phone call. It's about results. Now, the world of digital advertising never stands still, and PPC is no exception. It's constantly changing with new challenges and cool new tech always just around the corner. So let's peek into the future for a second. Of course, it's not all smooth sailing. There's more competition than ever, which is driving up costs. People are getting ad fatigue, just tired of being bombarded. And you've got technical hurdles like click fraud and huge privacy changes that are forcing everyone to get a lot smarter about how they advertise. So, where's this all heading? Well, technology is leading the charge. AI and automation are getting so good they can handle complex bidding strategies. The rise of voice assistants means we have to think about how people talk, not just how they type. And with privacy becoming a top priority, the future is all about building trust and using data responsibly.
At the end of the day, even with all these changes, PPC is still a cornerstone of modern marketing. You just can't argue with its core strengths, its speed, its precision, and the fact that you can measure everything. It's just too powerful.
And that leaves us with a really fascinating question to think about. As the digital world shifts towards privacy, the big challenge is no longer just about buying a click. It's about truly earning it through creativity, through genuine relevance, and through respect for the user. So, how will advertisers rise to that challenge?